I'm gonna try something new. This is called blur frames, where the frames that are not meant to be seen or paused by, but meant to give a more exaggerated motion. I'm gonna do like this hand and make it like all blurry. So it's gonna go in, it's gonna go out to here, and then come back. So yeah, that's the idea I'm gonna go for. Honestly, I should really lessen the frame time because, like, increase the frame time because, look, like, Jesus, that's like 20 frames. But I am hard worker, Desika means it's a question. Yeah, I'm hard worker, so. We ball. Shows motion lines. Problem with doing frame after run on the row is that it causes not frame delusion. Fuck it, I'll make up the phrase frame delusion. It's basically like you lose the consistency of your frames and your character turns bigger and whatnot and looks different proportion and looks entirely different than what it was supposed to look like because you don't have a frame that you're actually looking for or trying to accomplish. So you don't have that consistency. But I care not. So I made this type of videos and stuff knowing only like 10 people will see it, so I have some leeway. So this swoops in. Not really the motion I was looking for, because I want him to swoop in like that way, so it's not going to be like curved like that. It'll be more like inwards like this. I'm going to make him turn to exaggerate the motion. Another good thing with animation is that you get really good at just making the actual body, the basic components of the body. So if you're an artist, I do recommend getting your reps in and animating. Mostly because I want to see you guys suffer too, but who cares? It's not. So y'all have to realize all this shit's happening in like 2.5 seconds, so even though it's kind of messy, I care not. Well, I do care, obviously, because I want it to look like something homogeneous in the end, but I care not if the specie details at this moment. True, that's probably the thing that's stopping me from becoming a popular artist, my lack of refinement, but I call that a personality trait. Alright, so what I'm going to do is zoom out is to add emphasis on the whole body movement. Really cause a change of the type of frame we are at. So last time I tried to animate, well, it was a long time ago, but I tried to make an anime opening, find it on my YouTube videos. It went very poorly. That was mostly because it kept on lagging, and that was because I made a too big of a base, which caused it to lag tremendously. Also, I didn't do frame by frame. It was really weird because most of the frames were like repetition frames, and it was just messy, which caused the program to get very, very confused. I mean, if I had a powerful computer, I could obviously go against it, but I don't, so. Because that caused so many problems. What was I going with this again? Yeah, because it caused so many problems, I couldn't animate well, but now I'm learning. But before I could animate well, you have to be a decent, that's the director actually, you have to be a decent artist to animate well. But before I could animate like humans at least, I had to be a decent artist, and I was definitely not a decent artist. I'm probably going to edit some chill BMG music on this. I'm listening to Admit It by Wiggle Wild Topic. At least it was uploaded by them. Usually I do slow zoom out transitions, but I've learned in animation you could get away with a lot more than you think you can. And I do not recommend that mindset if you're trying to be a crazy good artist. You can get away with so many things. So that means be lazy. Nah. It just simply means there's shortcuts that you could theoretically use. Okay, I like that. I was gonna originally just do a zoom in where I just have the lips moving, but then I realized, yeah, that would actually look really good. But I realized it would take entirely not too long, but it's just too dreadful because each frame would be basically the same, and all I have to do is move the lips and just move the hair back, which is good practice. Don't get me wrong. We'll probably do it later, but for the beginning, oh hell no. I gotta just animate the shit out of this. So he goes right here, and then there's the preposition phase. This is the phase between the action, which prepares you for the action. So you could do this, and then the action phase, you could go all the way over here, even though it's like this. It's because we gave him 2 frames of your eyes being prepared. Little tips by me. Obviously, there's a book called, I think it's like 20 Rules of Animation. And Alan Becker did a very good review on that. And how he animates. He's the guy who animates Stickman people. Though, he could animate much more, obviously. So, see that guy out if you want to ever learn anything about animation. And they're saying, I do not have software to do animation. Just flip a clip. That's all I'm going to say. Just flip a clip. There's people out there with flip a clip whooping my ass. So, we're not. You all can start on this journey if you want to. So I'm going to separate this leg this way. It's going to stretch and exaggerate the slice. Okay. We have a plan. I should have prepositioned the foot. I think I already kind of did because I pushed it up here. Yeah, I accidentally actually prepared for the preposition. Okay. Now this is exaggerated where he goes, wah! And then he's going to get this hand, slice it over, have his main body here. Is it weird having it in the same place? It doesn't really make much sense. because your body moves, obviously. So I'm gonna make him go sideways like this. And he's gonna slice down. I think I'm doing like a really fluid, rapier motion because he's like kind of royalty. Royalty? Royalty. There we go. This is part of royalty. Yeah. He's gonna first slice down like this. And then he's gonna fix his pose, which is gonna make him dignified yet again. So I found out don't overcomplicate the legs. Well, there's like basics of the legs, but don't overcomplicate the legs unless they're girl legs, because girl legs you obviously have to pay attention to make them look fabulous. But as I was saying, don't overcomplicate the legs. If you're doing rough sketches, you just make them 2 long cylinders and you deal with it later. There's nuance to the leg too, but I'm not going to go over it unless you guys want me to, which is highly unlikely because there's so many other people who know better than me and make better videos than me. So you guys check them out if you want to learn anything. Fine, I'll give you my 2 cents. Legs aren't straight. They have muscle that goes this way, bone that goes that way, that goes backwards into this way, and then the heel's right here and it goes like this. Now this looks weird as hell, but this is what it looks like when you're like standing. It regularly goes in like this, and for girls it's, I want to say more exaggerated, but more sexy. So yeah, there's your lesson. You're welcome. Here we're figuring to put the action lines, which is very important because they help the viewers understand what the heck is going on, because all they have to do is just follow the action lines most of the time. So he's going to do this, and then he's going to regain his posture. Let me see. So I think I'm going to do stay frames, which is basically, I made this up, but the frames that like, they really invest you into the moment. So it's like, I don't really know how to really explain it, but it looks the same as this frame, but it kind of like zooms in, and all it basically does is shape the camera of the motion. And you see it a lot in, I wouldn't say low budget animations, but just animations that, might be a fan made, where all they do is just get the face cam and they shake it left and right to show that something's going on. But if you really pay attention, it's like they're using the same frame. But even professional companies do that. So, I'm told. So because of that, I'm going to do that too. It's a little different because I animate every frame. At least for this, because this is just practice, so I animate every frame, even if it looks god-awful. Sometimes it's just a better option to keep consistency to do that. Drew, whatchamacallit? Drew, like, Photoshop, Adobe Premium, or your editing software. But just putting the picture and then just shaking around and logging. You get the point. But I don't do that because I'm practicing. Therefore, I want to fail. Practice makes improvement. Perfection is never attained. So, this is supposed to be a stay frame. But I'm gonna actually make it a smooth animation where he goes back into position. Let's try this again. Yeah, I'll make it stay frame. Okay. We're supposed to have a cape, so I guess the cape would be moving, so technically it's not a stay frame. But I think your day will come to my domain, uninvited. Slaps a sword. then he repositions, and then it zooms at his face, and then he talks. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Never mind. I changed my mind. As a, whatever you call this animating style. I guess straight through animating style. I get to change whatever the heck I want. And if it doesn't look good in the final piece, so be it. The legendary put the hand on the hip so you don't have to draw shit. It's a very ancient technique. I'd be surprised if you mortals do not know how to do this. This is such skill, elegance. This is sarcasm. Sometimes I remember that the internet forgets to know about sarcasm, so I have to restate it. That body's out too much, but whatever. Actually, if I do that, then it's a side view, so therefore it's fine. I hate drawing the background. I could just make a layer that just makes the background for me, but practice. You suffer before you practice. So I'm going to slowly zoom into the face so then I could practice on 1, facial expressions, and 2, hair movement and just facial movement in general, which is something I very lack. If you've seen my Angel of Darkness animation, god awful. Like, I tried to make hair animation and then I changed it into a whole different thing and I had to work on with that. But that's mostly because I do, what's it called? Follow through animation, which causes much distraught. Men are Doritos, girls are hourglasses. If you want to know how to draw each of them. But then later on you find out that things are not as you seem, especially since now femboys are more of a thing and all that junk. You learn that girls and boys, they can look the same. Take that as you will. I mean, obviously there's biological differences and blah 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 blah, but you really want to get to specific details, we could probably look the same. A dude is just an ugly version of a girl. And a dude, and then a girl, yeah, a girl is just a more beautiful version of a dude, and a dude is an ugly version of a girl. There's a way to reverse that, but I'm not going to think about that, because that's not the point. Dude is a handsome version of a girl. Yeah, okay, there we go. At least if you're making Ika-men and, like, lookable characters. I heard there's some manga artists that are known for not being able to make an ugly looking character, which is understandable. Because we draw things we want to see. And personally, I'd rather not see an ugly character. That's why I sometimes do pick girl characters in games. Though you guys will love to say it's because smaller hitboxes. Okay, now we zoom in. Now, if I was using smart animation techniques, I would just skip this frame and log in it and zoom in with whatever program, but nope, we do things the hard way. Because that allows us to fail faster. Got reminded of that from YouTube video on how to become an artist and blah blah blah, and from this other guy, no, this girl. You also probably watched the same video that said the same thing. She's right now a crazy good artist on shorts. Funny. That was scary. Yeah, she's a pretty good artist, but now she's actually learning how to draw, like formally, and I'm like, shit, this person was really good. What is this person doing? Learning now? This is ridiculous, but I do understand. I'm not judging her. I'm just saying, god damn, I'm really bad at complimenting people. So I'm making like these modeled people instead of like full line art because I'm just trying to like learn the basics of anime. Because there's always times where you just go back and get your little review in. You don't need to draw everything perfect, especially knowing that I'm doing a straight through animation that I know will lose consistency over time. I need to have. I'm basically gonna draw up the character design later, which will keep the consistency of at least the character design, not the character proportion, but at least the character design. And I'm probably gonna have to change the face too later on. Now, I remember there's always this girl in my art class that said I have proportions that are wrong because she was like, oh, the thing is too short, or oh, the thing is not wide enough. Basically, the shoulder rate to head to thing ratio. And I'm like, if it's a girl, it's short. If it's a dude, it could be long. If they're young, it's short. And yeah, we had a lot of arguments. Okay, what was I doing again? Okay, zoom in. But now, I've learned after some time of thinking, I'm right, she's wrong. I am the pettiest motherfucker ever. So, random thing of why I don't post every day is because I've been recently addicted to reading light novels. Mostly from Koreans, because Koreans know what the heck they're doing. I mean, the Japanese, they know what they're doing too, and the Chinese, sometimes they know what they're doing. This sounds totally racist, but it's true. They make different type of novels. I mean, like, it's different consistencies. But, like, the Chinese know what they're doing, but later on, they turn into dog water for some reason, like, extending it to 400 chapters, and I'm not into that. Especially when it's, like, the same plot. You capture another girl, you capture another girl, you get a bit more powerful. Okay. You get the point. But Japanese, sometimes they get way into the trope or they just become degenerates at some point. And then I'm just like, okay, not it. I mean, Koreans do have a problem with adding too much smut too. But, I mean, that's like the point of some of the novels. But, okay. Besides the point. Recommendation right now, right here. I killed the Academy player. Right now I'm reading it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think I'm on chapter... I'm not supposed to be drawing the face, but I think I'm on chapter 30, and it's pretty good. It's basically this guy who killed the protagonist, and he has to deal with it. He has to become the protagonist, essentially. And it's pretty cool, because it's like, it's the underdog stereotype where you're like, this guy is definitely not going to win. He's not fated to win, but he somehow pulls it off with also the knowledge archetype, because he's an aggressor now. But that knowledge shows you how powerful it is. Just knowing things is very powerful in any universe, including this one. So I do like to see that archetype sometimes. Unless the guy's like a know-it-all, never tells you why or how he knows it all. But it depends. It could be a comedy. That turn face was very, very bad. Hold up. Okay, I think I'm gonna go to this frame. And, well, he says, you dare go to my domain uninvited. Right, this will be his hair blowing, and it's gonna be a giant side view, and then it's gonna zoom in to something better-ish? Probably. Do. So I'm gonna make him head turn, because, I don't know, I'm just gonna make him head turn. Wow, this looks like a really good base. Trust me, like 3 months ago, bro, if I tried to make this, it would not look good. At least the side face. I'm just gonna do this as a marker, not because that would be his actual side face. Okay, that's too much markers. full side face. Wow, why's my jaw hurt? I mean, all this is happening in 0.3 seconds. That's just something that we all need to realize at this moment. And because of that, I'll make this another stay frame. Another one, because I didn't make the other one. But I'll make this one a stay frame. It's the same thing. It's just going to be like his hair moving or something. I don't know why I'm drawing the hair. Well, I'm drawing the hair because I'm bored. Because I would be bored repeatedly drawing the frame. I try to shortcut some of my words, but not only does it come out dumb, it just doesn't make sense. So it goes against the whole point of being concise and fast. Okay, I have to listen to this again. Reincarnation Program by M.I. Forward. I think I'm gonna zoom into the eye, make him pissed, zoom back out, and then zoom to the main protagonist where he has like a distraught look and a very weird angle, which could add semantic event effect, and then I'm gonna go fucking hog wild on this breathing animation, Tanjiro looking ass, and then I'm going to do the killing animations, because even though I am a straight Drew artist, this will probably be better. I'm gonna record for an hour because this just sounds better. An hour progress in a minute. Okay, continue on. Now we zoom into the eye. So we'll do it very slowly to make it look smooth as butter. Not the least part placeholder. So the ears are obviously higher. Placeholder right here. Drawing out the face because I want to. Oh, the nose is actually like that. And I'm not going to draw it like that. I actually want to make him blink. But blink is so fucking annoying. Okay, whatever. So blinking works with this like a preposition phase. But then there's a very elongated explosive phase. I'm definitely not singing that Japanese thing wrong. Oh, let me think. What song is that? It's by Ina Bakamori. Let me see. Shit, it's in Japanese. I think it's Moonlight City, something like that. Whatever. So you close it. I'll fix the nose and whatnot. As I said, the character design comes later. Sounds like at the essence, it's fine. Because as a straight through artist, well, half straight through, half not, because you obviously saw the keyframes. Honestly, being straight through artist is not a good idea unless you know what you're doing, which I don't, but I know what I'm going for. So that's all that matters. So he's gonna close his eyes, and he's gonna explode his eyes open, which makes him look up, which causes great intimidation. At least it's supposed to. I don't know why I'm chicken like scratching this. The thing I noticed is when I try to do this, what happens is the hair slowly elongates and then it becomes very inconsistent. Very inconsistent. So I gotta practice on exactly that. So eyes are just circles with lids over them, or some like to say curtains, and then there's like two eyeballs. But there's a spear, and then there's a like kind of like another spear over it, and that makes the eyeball. So that's how the eyeball works. And sometimes there's gaps right here, which is totally fine. So now I have to imagine what it looks like. Doing that right here. Because this is zoomed in, so the smarter version would have been duplicating the layer. But me not smart. He likes to suffer. Shit, that actually looks good. Well, coffee break. Start. Like that. That is some decent coffee. So with animation, don't get laid on about all the details about human proportions and shit, because in the end, not every frame counts. And the thing with animation that's really cool that I learned from a guy saying why live action never works is that it is the whole point is exaggeration to trick the viewer. The whole point is tricking the viewers. So the point is being good at tricking. Therefore, if you're so good at tricking the viewers, you just need to trick them in thinking it's proportional. But it doesn't have to be. You could use blur frames. You could use, what other techniques are there? Stretch, loop, blah, 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 blah. Even though it's inhuman and doesn't make sense, as long as you trick the viewer, that's all that matters. We are magicians. Every artist is a magician in some form. Making music, you make people feel things that they never felt before. You make them feel emotion and relatability and sympathy for people they don't even know. With dancing, I call dancing as always expression, at least expression of self. in movement. You trick them in thinking you could literally walk on water. Well, walk on ground, but like backwards, moonwalk, you know what I mean. And then there's other moves which so smooth, but it's really just tricking the mind to thinking it's smooth when in reality there's so much moving parts that's not smooth. Okay. Enough of that. You get the point. I'm not gonna baby my viewers. They are very smart. Might actually work. Hold on. Gotta pause that song. Okay, so he looks like this. But then he's gonna need to switch POVs to the protagonist, which is gonna be like, oh, good heavens. Oh my god! Look at him, he has the high ground. And then he's gonna have his sword out. So his sword is gonna be like, would it be left position or right position? I mean, if you're left-handed, I never used an actual, well, I have used a sword, but I never actually, well, I have, but I never thought of it, okay? So left, right, okay. If you're right-handed, the guard would go to the left. Well, the most basic positions, I guess. Also very bad at drawing swords. I'm bad at drawing everything at sometimes, but sometimes, as always, you make a, whatchamacallit? Inspiration check? No. A hypothesis? No. Epiphysis? A pocket ball? No clue. But sometimes you just hit it, okay? You just hit the right buttons and the output turns very well. Very good. Again with this, and then we're gonna zoom in because we love our zooms. We just can't help it, okay? It adds action when there's no action involved. And those want to say, you're lazy. Hell right, I'm lazy. I'm fucking animating every frame. You think I'm not gonna cheat? Okay? Okay. Note to self, that's not a good mindset to have, but it's different when you're animating every frame, okay? Because each frame takes work even if you're kinda cheating and not making different-ish frames. Because if I was truly cheating, okay, I should probably stop justifying because I think you guys understand. I feel like in the future, if I ever get popular, I'm going to turn into one of those rage bait streamers. But I am calm and collected. And subsequently boring. But cares not. So we zoom into his face, and then we're going to give him like a dastardly expression. Then he's going to put it between his face. And then one half is gonna be cool, and the other one is not. Cause, yeah. There's a famous John Wick quote. Yeah. Okay, the sword's right here. It's gonna be thin as paper, but kinda not, because I want to tell the sword is there. Okay, with this facial expression being so close now, you can play around. I would not recommend if you have a double-bladed sword to put it right near your face, but this is for theatrics. Wrong. I'm trying to fudge. This is not going to be as satisfying as the other one, because the other one is more satisfying and probably got more views. Time-lapse animation one, because it was just on. Honestly, I was cooking. I actually have the video on of me in the process of making that one. I literally said to myself, I'm cooking. I was literally cooking. But now, although it's less flashy. Although this is less flashy, it will become more consistent, especially after I do the line work, than the other one. Because the other one I didn't know what I was doing. Same with this one. But the other one, I less thought of what I was doing. But this one, I kind of get what I'm going here for. Like, I get the main phases of the thing about the other one. I was just balling. Honestly, I was just balling, and that's why mid thingy, if you paid attention for the 7 seconds. God, whoever blinked on those, whew, shame on you. Not shame on you, but ashamed. No. Shame on you? No, because I'm not shaming anyone. I want to say bad on you. Not necessarily bad on you, but unlucky, I guess. Because you wouldn't be able to see all of it. But that's the thing with animation. I mean, you blink, you lose it. You lose. And also, if you don't pay attention, you think everything's fine. But if you paid attention to the other animation, which is, what is it? I Can Live With That. That animation had many problems, mostly because I didn't know what I was doing, so I elongated the actual thingy, and I was doing a straight through. That was a true straight through, so I was just bulldozing it. Although the perspective was really cool and stuff, and the momentum and blah 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 blah. Main problem with that one was I made the guy grow in size, but I could just say that's because he went to his beast form, but in reality he wasn't supposed to grow in that size, and there wasn't that many cinematic shots, which I really wanted in that animation. It was really a bloody shame. Okay, so this is the breathing phase where he goes, so I'm gonna use so much time, so much effort on this man just breathing. Okay, so now this is the stretch frame. He does this, does this, goes like this. So I'm thinking of making like animation types where it's just gonna be like 7 seconds, but it's gonna be pure fucking effort, fluidity, and whatnot. And this is just gonna be like my practice sessions because it's really good practice. Schnoz. So the advantages animation has, well, 2D animation has over 3D animation is their effects. That includes breathing and etc. Apparently in 3D animation that's so hard to do compared to 2D. I call cap because I've seen CG do that. But I guess CG is not the same as 3D animation, but I'm sure you could combine the effects like in Blender or something. But apparently it is hard. I'm surprised no one has. No, I guess someone has. Where they just use a game engine instead of a 3D engine to animate. No, but then you have to code all the gaming thing. Okay, whatever. So the whole point of this is to show fluidity. So where it was, it's wherever it goes. Something like that. I'm not going to draw the hair because I don't know what character design I'm doing. I'll at least draw the nose as just a stay place for the time-lapse viewers out there. Yes, I do not discriminate. You all both shall have entertainment. Because they love seeing me draw side faces. Now, although Animatic and other people I like you should use gray or different colors on your background instead of just white. That's just boring. I'm like, it is, but it sure is attractive seeing black on white. Don't take that out of context, but it's just attractive in art because pure slate or pure black, it just pops. It just simply pops better, and I'm not using lighting or colors, so I'd rather do this. Changing the consistency, which is pretty bad. I mean, let's smile, I would just zoom into the face and just do smoke. But as always, we want to suffer. The more you suffer, the stronger you get. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you strong. Haven't we all heard this? Nope, don't like this song. Although I should be streaming this. I'm streaming something else. It's gonna be soon, I think, if I feel like it. But it's gonna be soon, and it's gonna be me just, doing line work on my webtoon, just talking. Yeah, boring, but it's artwork stream. But next time I should just do an artwork stream on me animating. But I'm afraid that it would just start lagging like a mofo. Oh, I did not think that through. What does Hantaino mean? Because right now I'm listening to the Asterisk remix. Well, it's by Asterisk, I'm not sure how that works. Something like that. It going down, kinda. I mean, it makes sense because gravity, but air molecules don't really work with gravity, so I'm gonna probably have to redo that. Now I'm breathing. I just remember this funny ass meme where it's like when Naruto's Rasengan doesn't work. Now to be like, it's just like Michael Jackson. Is the video of Michael Jackson touching the gun and it going down? Oh my fucking god, that's that's legendary. I don't know why I just suddenly ripped in that. So, closed eyes when you go serious, open eyes when you're surprised or you're mad. Pretty simple. Well, no, not necessarily, because when you're mad, it's more about like the direction your eyebrows and your eyes go. Doesn't matter if it's open or shut. Look at the general gist. So he breathes. Now what? Oh, I got something that could be very cinematic. But it's very lazy, as always, but it's cinematic. And then when people watch animation, they don't think, oh, well, unless you're an anime like me, they don't think, oh, these are the shortcuts he was using. he didn't do this. He could have done this. They usually think, very good. Just a like, and then they're gone. So, do this. And then this is going to slowly go this way, and it's going to show the protagonist's face. As I said, I wasn't supposed to draw here, but I did it anyways. So as you see, I'm losing consistency with the face, but it matters not. Because I'm just going to actually just do placeholders now, because I'm hurrying things up, because it's about to be 60 minutes on this. And that's all you get with recording. Mostly because my phone is going to fucking explode if I do any longer. Pardon my language. Adults want to be children, children want to be adults. But there is some basis to that, because children want to be adults. Why am I saying this randomly? I just remember this short I just watched where it's like, damn, I want to be...
Tony-chan, I want to be just like you when I grow up.
And then she grows up and she's like, damn, I want to be a kid again. But, yeah, it's true, because adults don't want responsibility. And kids want power. Simple. Great power equals responsibility, responsibility equals power. It's quite simple. Drop down your philosophical discussions in the comment down below. As long as you don't get political. Because my politics are radical. Just kidding. It's just because I just don't want to be a political channel. I find that entirely cumbersome and very looped around. Shit. Should have made his face bigger. Well, that's why we fix things. I can fix it. Unlike your broken relationships. What? That shit was not funny. That so fucking was not funny. Make him look shorter and make him look up. This is this guy looking down. So I'm gonna actually elevate him now to show you how superior he is to this Mongol down here. This protagonist who thinks he knows what's going on. Foolish. You don't even know the cusp of his power. That's mostly because I'm gonna spoil the ending now, because you guys reached the end, so therefore I can spoil the ending to this. So basically, this guy's obviously the villain, right here, but he's powerful. So when someone's powerful, do they win against the protagonist? No, but because it's me, they do. He absolutely freaking wrecks this man. One more time. Where is the frame? Oh, it's all right here. Should I continue doing this one? I could zoom in out and then put them back to where they started, or I could zoom into the villain and it's a very hard decision. I'm gonna do one with state frame. That's not what it means, some guy in the comments. That's not what it means. State frames are not that. They blah 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 blah. Well, do you know what I meant when I said it? Yes, but that's not what it means. Good. If you know what I meant, then that's what I meant. Mm-hmm. What you meant to say was actually blah 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 blah. That's good. I'll remember that for future reference. But as you recall, you know what I meant. You knew the other phrase to that in an official phrase. Doesn't matter what phrase I use. Your touch makes you seem like an idiot. Okay. Then I'm an idiot. But I'm an idiot that's animating. Having conversations by yourself is really psychotic. I could do a elongated frame, but I think that's good enough. Because he just slowly rises from position. I'm basically playing you guys' animation, but I have onion skin on, so it's going to be looking real dirty if you see the animation. And I'm sure you guys want to see the actual one, so. Just means I can spoil it. Okay, now it's time for this man to look up. And prepare for his final dawn. There has to be cooler, like, poses. I'm gonna use thirds. Duel of thirds. Evan looks attractive in thirds. Third group size. What? That wasn't even a joke. That was just weird. But third positions and whatnot. So he's gonna be right here. Perspective demands this man has a big head. And then we'll do this. So shows he went down the steps. Like so. We'll worry about the refinements later. It's weird because from my perspective, it's like really small, so I want to make it bigger, but it doesn't fit in the screen because it's out of the frame. But from y'all's perspective, when you actually watch the video, you're like, oh my god, it's so big. It takes up so much of the screen, and it's so well proportioned. But I'm like, I guess. I'm using girl proportions. Matters not. Make his sword rise out of nowhere, even though there's no preposition phase. It was me, dear. This is the Parrish frame right here. Oh, Parrish is right here, but it should be right here. So do this. We have this guy looking over here, but now he's gonna be the mainstay. So he's gonna like spike on pop, I guess. I don't know. Oh no! Zoom in right here, like so. Zoom into his body. Makes it look like it's a girl because I gave him really wide hips. Just not matters. I might give a really weird perspective, which is an underbelly perspective. Oh shit, it's 1 hour. See you.